The new George Brett collection has come here to MLB The Show 22, the first big Legends and Flashback collection of the year. I completed them here day one. No money spent here in Diamond Dynasty. In this video, I'm gonna go through, break down some tips and tricks I have for completing this collection because it is a beefy one. It's not gonna be easy to complete, but that collection is well worth it with how good George Brett is. Now, a couple things as we hop in here. If you want to follow along with my no money spent journey, you can do so live on Twitch. You can find the link to that down in the description below. You can see me grinding through whatever programs, content, making subs, etc. almost every night of the week. Usually we stream 5 to 6 nights a week. So hit up that link down in the description below, follow along. And I will say as well, a lot of my stubs earned this year have come from roster update investments. In my opinion, roster update investments, very obtainable this year. I think it's easier than last year with the changes in quick sell values. And I usually post 2 to 3 videos per roster update going over who I'm investing in, who I got my eye on. I've helped make a lot of people a lot of stubs through roster updates this year. So definitely sub to the channel, follow along with those. Let's go ahead though. Let's hop in and take a look at George Brett and what you need for him. I want some tips and tricks to help you out along the way. So first off here, out the gate, we'll take a look at the George Brett collection. 16 vouchers is what you need. Currently, there are only 16 vouchers in the game, but there are 17 vouchers. So do know you can skip a voucher. If you come here, we will take a look at future stars right here. You do get a voucher for collecting all 27 future stars, or 27 future stars, I should say. Yet when you come in here and you take a look at George Brett, future stars is not listed here, but you will get a voucher. It's just that nobody has discovered that. So do know one of these is skippable. You can make your decision on what you want to skip based off that, and it's going to be different for everybody based off where they're at in the game, what cards they have, etc, etc. I'll also say as well, definitely recommend getting the live series collection done before kind of focusing on this George Brett collection. Live series collection alone is going to give you 39 legends and flashbacks, plus a lot of high-end card types like milestones, 6 series awards, etc, etc, prime, even a couple of those. Definitely recommend getting that live series collection done first. It's going to go a long way to helping you out get through this legends and flashback collection. First thing though, my first big tip, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Make sure you have a proper mindset and approach to coming through and completing this collection. It sounds a little cheesy, but it really is true. If you think I'm not going to be able to get George Brett, way too difficult, no shot, never going to happen, I almost guarantee you never will get George Brett. If you think it won't happen, it probably won't. But if you keep chipping away at it, a little bit here, a little bit there, it will definitely be possible. And with how good a card like George Brett is, you can take a look at him right now. This is an insane card. This is going to be a card used in people's lineups for a very long time. So if you get him now versus a month versus 2 months, he's still going to be a very good card and a great card for your team. Not to mention, of course, the requirements collection wise to get George Brett are going to stay the same the entire year. And so while now you come in and take a look at awards, it's like, okay, I can only miss 1 awards card. I got to have 10 awards cards of the 11 in the game. However, in another 2 months time, we could easily have 20 to 30 awards cards in the game, and having 10 of those doesn't look too bad. So definitely keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be done day one, and that's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with not getting this day one because he's going to be great over time still. He's going to hold up with how good that card is. Could be people's third baseman the rest of the season, and it's going to get significantly easier over time as well. So definitely keep that in mind. Marathon, not a sprint. We don't have to knock this out day one. There's nothing wrong with having something to grind for, having something, a goal, an aspiration, something that we can continuously work for and work towards in the game while we're playing just naturally and organically through other programs, moments, etc. Whatever it is, nothing wrong with having an in-game goal, so to speak, of something to work for here. That being said, though, you do need a plan. Don't just come in here blindly and try to start acquiring things. Come in and start knocking these out one collection at a time and just go one voucher at a time. Come in here, maybe start at the bottom right here with postseason cards. You can see I have them all right now. You need 12, a bit of a tough one, but you know, a guy like Tony Perez. You get him through the Reds live series. Gary Sheffield, you're getting through the live series. David Price, he's quick sell value right now, so he's not too expensive to get up. Al Kaline, Issy Evaldi, Joe Carter, along with Whitey Ford and Mazeroski. We got all those cards today. Tim Tome, part of the Guardians live series collection. Lefty Grove, just 5,500 stubs. Guy like Dante Bichette, old event reward 12K. Johnny Bench, old event reward 12K. And Roy Halladay, 13K. So not too bad. You get a lot of these cards for free through collections or programs. Then some of the ones you need to buy, not too expensive. And you just kind of come through here and you go through that for all of these. Most of these low tier ones, postseason veteran, all-star, breakout, rookie, tops now, and monthly awards, you shouldn't really have any issue completing. Do know that when the program dropped today, the future of the franchise program, they did release 30 new legends and flashbacks through that. So a lot of those cards are within that. As you obtain those, I think the last pack of those, you get around 100,000 XP. Not hard to get. You're going to get another 30 cards for your collection through that point. But we definitely want to go one voucher at a time because we're going to visualize that progress. We're going to see what's happening. Outside of that, we want to start tackling some of these tougher ones. So for example, let's say I want to knock out this 6 series first. I have the live series collection done. So I'm going to have Randy, Michael Young, and Mike Mussina. That's going to give me 3 of the 5 that I need. What I would be doing is other cards that I'm not using at that time, awards, prime, milestone, I would be selling those to help me get through that. Let's say, for example, I pulled a Brandon Crawford out of the pack. He's 122,000 stubs right now. He will not stay 122,000 subs. He will be dropping in price. There's an always intense pack in the program. We're going to get a flash sale at some point, etc., etc. He will be dropping in price at some point. You'd even probably say the same for a guy like David Price. Let's say he's 21K right now. Big dog set 3. Eventually, those guys are going to keep working their way down. They've been working their way down already. Well, maybe I can sell that David Price for 21,000, 22,000 right now. And that'll let me come in here and pick up Bruce Sutter instead. All of a sudden now, I'm just 1 card away from completing that 6 series collection. And maybe I can round up some stubs, clean out my inventory, clean out my jerseys, my equipment, some of my perks maybe. And now I can get John Franco, and boom, that is a massive collection done. 6 series, that is complete. I have a voucher. I'm getting that 1,000 stubs, and I'm getting progress towards bet. Now, of course, you have to come back in here and buy back this David Price, but in theory, he'll be cheaper at that time when we get some more flash sales, some more big dog pads, etc., etc. And so instead of buying them for 21K, you've sold them for 21K, maybe you come back in, buy them closer to 10,000 subs or so, 9,000, that 92 quick sell range. Definitely possible there. And you've not only helped yourself get a lot of collection progress, you've also saved yourself some stubs along the way. So we got to be smart. If we're going to be no money spent, we got to work smarter and harder as well. We got to do both at the same time. Same could be said with a guy like Robbie Ray. 27K now, brand new headliner, probably going to go down in price over time. Now, we can't just do this across tiers as well. I'm not just going to sell all my awards cards to buy 6 series or milestones or whatever. We can do this within some tiers as well. So second half heroes, honestly, a pretty difficult collection. I'm not gonna lie, it's not an easy one. You need 22. They're all diamonds. There's not a single gold in this set, but there are a lot of free ones that came out today. Ramon Marquez, Zach Greinke, JD Martinez, this Catfish Hunter, Austin Meadows, all free cards that came out today that will help you quite a bit. So there's a handful of those right there. We got to take those free cards. We'll talk about those in a little bit more. But we also have some cheaper cards as well. So for example, a guy like Alfonso Soriano's 10K, Matt Chapman's 13K. Come here, take a look at Eugenio Suarez, 8,100. Cole Hamels is right at 8,000. So we do have some cheaper options. If, for example, we completed the VR program, we had this Jim Edmonds card, we can see he's selling for 30,000 stubs right now. Well, what I could do here is instead of collecting that Jim Edmonds and still being 3, 4, 5 second half Heroes cards away, I could come in, I could take this Jim Edmonds, I could sell that Jim Edmonds for 30,000 stubs, and in turn, I can go in here and pick up Nelson Cruz for 10K, Eugenio Suarez for 8,100, this Cole Hamels for 8,000, this Matt Chapman for 10K, and then maybe this Alfonso Soriano for 10K, a little bit more than 30K, but we've essentially turned 1 card one second half heroes card in Jim Edmonds into 3 other second half heroes cards at minimum, all of a sudden we've gotten a lot more collection progress. We don't always have to buy the most expensive cards, and a lot of times it's going to make sense to go through and sell maybe some top tier cards you have from a BR program. Maybe you completed the World Series program, you have these high-end cards, sell those, liquidate that, turn that into some cheaper options. You're going to lose a good card in doing so, but it's going to give you that progress towards completing the overall collection. And honestly, especially with the drop of the Future Star program, a lot of these other cards you don't need. Jim Edmonds is very nice. He's a great card. You don't need Jim Edmonds. You could find an adequate replacement if he's on your team in this Future of the Franchise program, because there are some absolutely insane cards throughout that program. So we're focusing on some of our easier ones. Things like Top Style Monthly Awards, you should have those. Even if you sold your Monthly Awards cards from the last Monthly Awards program, new Monthly Awards program coming out on Tuesday. Earn some new Monthly Awards cards. We've knocked out Rookie, Breakout, Postseason, Veteran, All-Star. All of a sudden, that is 7 collections done right there. We are just about halfway to getting George Brett in terms of vouchers right there out the gate. That shouldn't be too difficult. Then what we're going to do is start consolidating our cards into certain collections here and there. Focus on SIG, Prospect, not too bad either. You get a lot of prospect packs in mini seasons, Conquest, USA map. You do need 40, but you can pick up a lot relatively inexpensively, and you can find yourself with 40 prospects. Which, speaking of getting these prospects through Conquest, mini seasons, etc., we got to take what the game gives us. The game is going to give us a ton of cards for free. At the end of the day, especially come a month, maybe a month and a half time, we're really not going to have to go through and buy a ton of cards for this collection because we get a lot for free. For example, here, I'm going to pull up the event right now, and we can see, well, look at this event reward path. Not only are we going to get Cliff Lee and Jimmy Rollins, 2 second half cards right there, right out the gate. That's going to help out that collection. We're also going to get 3 rewind packs. We're going to get 5 legends and flashbacks from this event. We've been getting 1 to 2 events every single week. Even if you have all these previous event rewards, you can sell those and turn those into other cards, turn those into 6 series, turn those into awards, etc., etc. Not to mention, we have all these other packs, stubs, and XP throughout it. You never know when maybe you'll get lucky and you'll pull the Willie Mays headliner, or you'll pull Jared Weaver prime card, and all of a sudden, boom, now you have another prime card for that collection. Not everyone's gonna get lucky though, but somebody has to get lucky out there. Somebody pulls Trout, no money spent every single day. Maybe the next time it could be you. Only way you can guarantee you won't pull Trout is if you don't come in here and do your event and get your packs. We've been getting these again, 1 to 2 per week. So 5 to 10 legends and flashbacks per week you'd be able to add to your inventory for collections just coming through here and completing the event. Now, getting to 30 wins can be quite a bit, but even just coming in here and getting the 2 main cards, getting 15 wins and that 1 additional choice pack that you're going to get, that's going to add you 3 cards. You add that up, you extrapolate it out over time, all of a sudden your binder is going to be filling out very, very quickly without you having to go out and actively buy any new additional cards. Same can be said with the Battle Royale program. Of course, we have 4 bronzes, 4 silvers, and 4 golds. That's 12 legends and flashbacks we're getting right there every Battle Royale season. Not to mention, as we go through, we got that Jim Edmonds that we talked about a little bit earlier, and then of course one of our flawless rewards as well. So we're guaranteed to get a high level legend or flashback for coming in here and completing the Battle Royale program. A very pricey card. A guy like Joe Morgan, 76,000 stubs. Hey, maybe you've decided I'm gonna skip the Takashi collection. That'll be my one I skip for now. That's 76,000 stubs you now get to put towards other collections. Maybe you go J.R. Richard. He's very inexpensive right now. Another situation where be smart in this choice. Even if you want J.R. Richard, even if you need second half cards, come in, take the Joe Morgan Takashi card, 76,000, sell that, and then you can go in and buy what you want from that point. And honestly, PR program, it's not too bad. It does take obviously some stubs to enter, but you're getting that pack back. You have the guaranteed mission rounds there. Do all your player XP missions. Try to complete as many of these cumulative and full out missions that you can. You'll be able to get through the BR program. Honestly, between BR program and events, the two best things for no money spent players, in my opinion, to focus on. You're going to get a lot of stubs. You're going to get XP. You're going to get program progress. You're going to get packs. Lots of very, very good rewards there. Definitely recommend doing those. It's going to help you fill out that binder in a massive way. Same can be said as well with this program. Again, we got to take what the game is going to give us. This program right here, we have these Legends and Flashbacks packs. Again, you're going to get all of these cards through this program. So talk about filling out your inventory and helping complete some of these collections. This is how you're going to do that right there. There are 30 Legends and Flashbacks from those cards right there. Plus, we had 30 from that Face of the Franchise program early on. Then, of course, we have our Future Stars. As we get into here, you're going to get 12 of these. So guaranteed to get 12 Future Stars. But hey, another situation. Let's say you're going to skip the Future Star voucher. I got Gunnar Henderson here. I could sell him if I were to get this pack right now for 38,000 stubs. That's going to help out my bankroll in a big way that I can then put on awards, SIGs, primes, whatever I need to do. Not to mention as well, as we get through this program, we have a cover athlete pack. That's going to help out with that collection right there. And then once we get in here, we have the Faces of the Franchise. You get another 6 Face of the Franchise packs through this program. 460,000 XP in 26 days. Not really a ton in the grand scheme of things. You should be able to knock that out. For example, that last program, only 2 weeks long and ended at 500,000 XP. So you should be able to get 475,000 over the course of 26 days, especially as more and more stuff gets added in for XP. Now, all of a sudden, you've got an additional 6 Face of the Franchise cards, 12 Future of the Franchise cards, and 30 Legends and Flashbacks. That's suddenly 48 cards we're adding to our inventory. It really adds up quickly over time as long as we can continue to work through this and gain our progress. Not to mention the packs, always in 10 spec right here. Even if you get the base round, we have a guy like Will Myers, Brad Hand, Juan Pierre, or Al Leiter, or even Matt Chapman here. These are all very hard to get collections. Milestone, Prime, Awards, second half, those are tough. Not to mention, if you get lucky, you pull Tom Glavine, 88K, sell him, buy those 2 other 6 series cards that are available on the market. All of a sudden, you have the 6 series collection done, and you have some more stubs to work with just from getting lucky in here and getting to this always intense pack. Big dog packs, more stubs, etc., etc., etc. Definitely want to be working through this and continue to slowly accumulate cards time over time over time. I'll end it off with this. Flash sale, I do think is probably coming soon. I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen next week. At that point in time, we would see possibly headliners, always intense, big dog. All those cards are going to come crashing down in price, making it a great time for you to come in and pick up some cards you are trying to get for this collection. It's gonna get cheaper over time. It's expensive now. It's difficult now. That's not a bad thing. George Brett's very good. It shouldn't be handed out to everybody. There needs to be a reason to grind for. It needs to be a reward for grinding in this game. But over time, more cards are going to come out. Card prices are going to drop. Maybe we get a flash sale this next Friday. We're going to see cards tank in price. You come in, scoop them up. All of a sudden, you made a ton of progress in your collection. Not to mention, you have some stubs liquid, make some investments. You're chilling in a great spot. Trust me when I say it's feasible. It is doable, I promise. I know a lot of people who are working full-time jobs, have families, have everything, and have already gotten George Brett No Money Spent. Just following along some of my advice from previous years, from this year, all the things there. It is doable. You can do it. The only way you can guarantee you won't do it is if you think that you can't. As always, you have any questions, be sure to hit me up down in the comment section below. Bit of a beefier video in this one, so don't be afraid to comment down below if you need any clarifications on anything. As always, though, y'all enjoyed the video. Definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Best of luck out there going out and getting that George Brett. It's not going to be easy, but I believe you can do it. Until next time, I'll catch y'all around.